What's up, NBA fan? What's up, all sports fan? This is JB right here, host of the Behind the Bench podcast network and channel. Just want to give a shout out to the rest of the crew. I'm talking about Shad, Kelvin, and Jermaine. And for everyone who is tuning in, I hope that you support Behind the Bench, become a subscriber, and help this podcast become the best that it can be. Now check this out. I definitely had to respond to this one here. You know, I'm a Laker fan. Lifelong Laker fan that stretches back for a very, 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 very long time. It's not even about the years, man. It's just lifelong. You know what I mean? Now you hear this talk that's being drummed up about LeBron James being awarded a statue by the Los Angeles Lakers organization. And one of the career-long Lakers, a long-standing Laker, played his entire career for the franchise, the great James Worthy. He said that he wouldn't mind it happening. He said that he could see it happening, as if he's sort of endorsing the idea of LeBron James getting a statue. What's ironic is James Worthy, especially as a Laker, was a greater big game performer than LeBron James. That's why he was given the name Big Game James. That's what he was known as. It wasn't even about his last name, Worthy. When it came to the money, when it came to money time, Big Game James, give him the ball and let him operate. Make sure you get him the ball. He won 3 NBA World Championships alongside Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Byron Scott, AC Green. He helped Showtime Lakers to cross the finish line as world champions 3 times in his career. He's more deserving of a statue. I mean, if we're going to talk about the subject of statues, he's more deserving of it. Derek Fisher, he played the majority of his career. He entered the NBA the same year as Kobe Bryant, the late great Kobe Bean Bryant. Derek Fisher delivered the greatest clutch shot in NBA playoff history in 2004. Game 5 versus the Spurs. .04. Not .4, .04. He won 5 championships as a Los Angeles Laker alongside Kobe Bryant. I consider and say he's more deserving. And that's not to even mention, man, the man himself, the late great Kobe Bean Bryant, who blood, sweat, and tears for 20 years for this franchise. From 1996 to 2016. 1996 to 2016. 20 years, and that man played hurt. He probably played with more injuries than any other figure in the history of this league. You know what I mean? Broken fingers, man. Injured shoulders. Busted up knees. You know what I'm saying? And he still led us, man. Playing essentially with one hand. His shooting hand. And he still delivered the goods. Why is not the discussion about Kobe Bean Bryant getting that statue? That's actually overdue. He retired in 2016. I just don't understand it. It was more mind-boggling if you look at Showtime Lakers in the 80s. they average close to 60 wins a year. Let's just say 58 to 59. We'll just say 58 to 59 victories. You know what I'm saying? But more like 60. More like 60. The last 2 years of Showtime, when they won the title in 87 and 88, they won 65 games and 62 games respectively. Kobe Bryant and Shaq averaged around 56 wins a year, 57 wins a year, including the 67-15 championship season of 2000. Even before they started winning championships as the Ultimate Duo, they was winning on average. In 1998, they won 61 games. They won 61 games. And I believe the year before that, they won something like 56 games. And then in the lockout season, they won, if I'm not mistaken, in 50 games, they was like 32 and 18, 31 and 19. Something around that mark. But they was on average, when they started winning championships, they was clocking 58 wins a year on average. Then Kobe and Powell, first year with Powell, 57 wins. 2009, 65 wins. Then 57 wins. And then in the lockout season of 2012, they won 46 games. And even in the year that Kobe Bryant injured his Achilles, they won 45 games and made the playoffs. Do you realize, since LeBron James been brought to this team, not to mention the young players that he got rid of, which was the most talented young core in the NBA, all the trades that they facilitated for this guy, and in 5 years, they've only had one season where they won 50 games or more. First year, they said he was going to lead the Lakers to the Western Conference Finals. They didn't even make the playoffs. This was before the play-in was introduced. The play-in tournament was introduced. Okay, then the year it turned out to be the bubble, that was the year where they mortgaged everything off. They mortgaged the whole farm for that one season. And they won 52 games. And then the following year, now mind you, I know it was a 72-game season, but Utah won 52 games that year. Number one seed. The Lakers won like 42 games. They was like 42 and 30. And then the following year, they generated the most disappointing team in the history of the franchise, in the history of professional basketball. 33 and 49 with 5 Hall of Famers, 5 top 75 players on the team. And then last year, they was on their way to being eliminated from play-in contention until they was given a brand new squad mid-season. So you take out the bubble year, they're playing under 500 basketball. Including the bubble year, they're barely winning like 52, 53% of their games. And he deserves a statue because of one season that was at the expense of the entire future that was given up to bring in superstars and to clear out cap space and all this jazz. No. Now, if they want to say you deserve a statue in Cleveland, well, that's the team that he left twice. Well, feel free. No issues. But as far as that Laker uniform, as far as Laker history, it don't measure up. We was more competitive in the 90s when we didn't win the championship. We was more competitive then. This shouldn't even be an issue. He does not deserve a statue. I'm sorry, man. You can't talk about giving him a statue. And Kobe, they haven't even started constructing his statue. Nah, that don't fly. That don't fly at all. So I just want to throw it out there real quick, man. You know, I'm a pretty fair-minded guy, and I love the history of the game. But I love the Los Angeles Lakers the same. And I believe all this has been one big miscalculation, to tell you the truth. But I just want to drop that real quick. You know, but no way. But this is JB right here. Until next time, BTB, Behind the Bench.